What's going on, camera friends? Welcome back to the channel. Today in this video, I'm going to be talking about this lens right here. It is the Sigma 150 to 600. This is the L mount version of this lens. I've been using it on my S9 and my S1 Mark II for the past few days, shooting some wildlife and heading out to a Fort Lauderdale United football match. Soccer for the layperson. This video, I'm going to talk about my experiences with this lens and how it held up in both those situations on both of those cameras. I know this lens is 4 years old, but it's okay. Sometimes oldies are goodies. Let's dive in. Before we get into this, I just want to say, I'm not trying to sell you anything. This video is not sponsored. Hell, my channel's not even monetized. I'm just a dude that likes cameras, that enjoys using them, and I love making silly internet videos about my experience using said cameras. Take that as you will, but just know I do appreciate you watching. All right, on to build quality. This lens is a tank weighing in at just over 4.5 pounds, and by the time you're done birding, it will feel like you just wrapped up an arm day at the gym. I did not have a monopod while we were birding, which was very unfortunate. However, I did have the Black Rapid shoulder sling. Why is that hard to say? And I was able to let the camera and lens just kind of hang out, you know, pun intended. If you were planning on going out for a long shoot with this lens, bring a tripod, a monopod, or a comfortable sling strap situation with you. Thankfully, I had this set up on a tripod at the footy match. That game would have sucked without it. This lens is weather sealed, and it has all the custom buttons that a photographer could ever want or need. This lens is stabilized. The S9 and the S1 Mark II have ridiculous IBIS, and to be honest, I never even thought about the lens stabe. There are two things worth mentioning though. The first one is the lens hood. I don't really mind, and I thought I would mind a little bit more, is the lens hood. Instead of having a spinning locking lens hood, this does have a little screw thing to, how tight did I make this thing? Speaking of which, or maybe I don't like this, I don't know. This has a manual screw that locks this lens hood on. Like I said, not a huge deal, but an extra step that you gotta sit there and boop, 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 boop. And then there you go. Then you're good to go. Big deal. The next thing is when the lens, if it's not locked, you move your hands, it slides out. It's the what's it called? Lens creep. This is not lens creep. This is a lens avalanche, because yeah, didn't seem like that big of a deal. But if you're not ready for it, if you kind of forget, if you're in the moment, it's definitely something that's like, whoa, like all of a sudden the lens just drops out. So that's a thing. But thankfully, there is the locking switch. So you just lock that thing, and then there you go. All right, let me show you guys some examples, some pictures that I took at the soccer game, and we'll get into the birding in a second. Let's do the soccer game first. Should I talk about every one of these? Probably not. If I see anything, I'll point it out, I guess. These are all with the S1 Mark II, so keep that in mind. We'll do the S9 right after. Coming from the Sony A7R5 with 61 megapixels, I was not doubtful. I really didn't think in my big megapixel brain that anything less than 40 maybe wouldn't look that great. When you're shooting wildlife or when you're shooting sports, you are going to crop. Like, that's something that's going to happen. There is a little bit of quality loss when you really punch in a ton and pixel peep and do all that stuff that everyone talks about. But overall, I'm really satisfied with how these pictures came out. I'm not a professional, I just do this for fun. And thank you to Fort Lauderdale United for allowing me to go to the games and shoot this entire season. It's really enjoyable. I just love doing that. Like I said in the beginning, I'm not getting paid for it. So is it that big of a deal if my photos don't come out perfect? No, it's not. I'm just learning, and that's why we're here, aren't we, kids? Anyways, all right. Overall, pretty happy with how all of these came out. And look at this cool picture of the moon I got. That's pretty neat, right? But it wasn't all sunshine and perfection with this camera. there were a few instances when I was zoomed in that the S1 Mark II completely lost focus. I can't explain it. I don't know. This was a goal that would have been a pretty cool shot. This right here, I don't even know what it's thinking. It's trying to focus on it. It got crazy. To be fair, it's nothing that I haven't seen in my Sony cameras either. My a7 IV kind of does this same thing when you're all the way zoomed in. When you're all the way zoomed in, maybe that's what it is, zoomed in. Doesn't matter, whatever. I already said it. Is this the lens? Is it specifically a weakness of the camera? Nah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Hey, after looking back at that footage that you just saw of me with this light on, that one back here, that light made this shot look like absolute trash. So, whew, yeah, sorry about that. Anyways, this is the iPhone 17 Pro Max that I'm filming on, and this is the front-facing camera in vertical orientation using the square sensor. So, I don't know. I wanted to use this because I'm probably going to make a video about this as well, just like every crazy YouTuber out there trying to do whatever they're trying to do. All right, I don't want to keep you here too long. I'm going to hop into Lightroom real quick. This is the S1 Mark II that we're shooting on. So these examples that we're watching here, to be honest, if you have been birding, if you ever tried to bird before, it's difficult. It's not easy. It's not an easy task. And I'm going to tell you what, I did not get any good shots with the S1 Mark II on this day that we went birding. Nothing at all. I will click through some stuff. I got this cool spider, which barely focused at all, but it's kind of clear right there. You know, this guy, this dove, just pinch in. I mean, it's kind of in focus a little bit. Kind of see his face, not really, and I'm really cropping in here to even see it, and it's not a good looking shot. Trying to get birds in trees with leaves in front. I'll bring up my a7 IV again because I have about 3 years of experience trying to shoot wildlife with my a7 IV, and I will compare these two cameras. The a7 IV really struggled in bird subject detection with my 100-400 G Master and the G200 to 600. That camera struggle bus like crazy with anything in trees with leaves. The A7R5 was pretty similar in this particular situation, but with the AI chip, it obviously is a lot faster. It's a noticeable difference. Just trying to get anything in trees or bushes, it's not easy. It's not easy to do. So I'm not gonna blame this on the lens. I'm not gonna blame this on the camera. It's most likely me just not having the focus settings right, or maybe not going into manual during these situations. I don't know. I don't know what the point of this is, but I just want to be open and honest with you guys. I don't think that this is a lens issue at all. There were, a couple of shots here and there that were sort of in focus. It was tough. This was a tough day. So, wah. Listen to me cry over here. The lens worked fine. The camera worked fine for the most part. If I was a better photographer, I would probably have better pictures. That's all I want to say about that. That's all. I don't want to waste any more time. This video is too long. I wanted to make it quick. Now it's not quick anymore. But thank you. Thank you for hanging in there. And let me know what you think of this shot. Front-facing, new iPhone camera. What am I doing? What am I talking about? Let's go on to the S9. All right, here we are on the rear-facing camera, the wide camera. We're also using Apple ProRes in Apple Log 2 for this section of the video. I'm sorry this just turned into a testing the iPhone video, but hey, whatever, man. Lens review, iPhone video. Welcome to my channel. Who knows? You never know what you're gonna get. The S9 for birding, 100% better situation overall. I saw a lot more birds, got a lot more photos. Here is a handful of them that you can take a look at. I thought they were pretty good shots. The lens and camera combo did a great job finding targets. The autofocus worked quite well. I was very happy with it. Good times. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. On the soccer side of it, the first half wasn't as exciting as the second half was. I didn't get as many shots. I still think it did a pretty darn good job. Here's some shots of that. I'm not gonna go over everything. Just kind of winging this. I wanna kind of wrap this bad boy up. Right? Pretty good. Good shots. And what do we think? Apple Log 2. Rear camera. And with this, I got this little monitor thing too. Check this out. pretty neat. What am I doing? What am I doing right here? It's very handy though. I should make a video about this. I haven't seen many people talk about this little monitor. It makes a lot of sense. In closing, would I recommend this lens? Or better yet, would I actually purchase this lens now using it for the weekend? And the short, easy answer is yes. Yes, I would. I realized that I only had it for a few days, but in that amount of time, I was able to shoot a sporting event, go birding with my wife for about 6 hours, and I was able to test that lens on 2 different cameras in both of those situations. At no time did I feel like the lens was getting in my way. The couple issues that I did mention in this video are the same types of issues that I've experienced using different lens and camera body combos from different brands. There were no unique shortcomings that were specific to this lens that I noticed. Sigma makes really good stuff. Considering the lack of options for this zoom length with the L mount, I think that the price is extremely fair. Now, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you own this lens? Are you thinking about picking this lens up? Maybe head over to lensrental.com and give it a go first. Smart. Hopefully this was a quick video, and I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching to this point. If you want to see my deep dive into the Lumix S9, check out this video right over here. And if you're interested in any of my other Sigma reviews, I'll leave those links in the description below.